K is appointed as auditor of a listed company. The audit committee of the listed company requires K to prove his independence. K thinks that the requirement of audit committee is unsubstantiated, not required, overreaching. So K says that why the audit committee should ask him to substantiate the independence. Now, an audit committee says you please communicate so that your independence is not compromised. You please communicate. Now, in this case, if we read SA 260, communication to those charged with governance, in case of a listed entity, the auditor shall communicate with those charged with governance a statement that the engagement team and others in the firm, and network firm, they have complied with the ethical requirement, including independence. First thing, they have to communicate that they have complied with ethical requirement, including the independence. Second thing is that all relationship and matters between the firm, network firm, entity, basically in the auditor's professional judgment, is always has a effect on the independence. So now whatever fees that is charged for the period which is covered for the audit of financial statement and non-audit services should be disclosed separately. And what is the fees which was paid to network firm, even that also should be have a separate disclosure. That's the thing here. So the fees shall be allocated to categories that are appropriate to assist those charged with governance in assessing the effect of these services on the independence of the auditor, and whether the related safeguards have been applied to eliminate the identified threat to independence or reduce the threat to an acceptably low level. Companies Act also gives power to audit committee to review and monitor the auditor's independence. So now in this case, where the audit committee is requiring the auditor to justify the independence of the auditor, it's nothing wrong with that actually. They are well within their purview. So auditor has to comply with the requirement of the audit committee. Okay, audit committee has to ensure that the auditor is independent. Okay, they look into the relationship the firm has with the entity which is under audit. They also look into the various relationship between the firm and the network firm. Okay, and they have to ensure that the criteria of independence is duly complied with. So the contention of the auditor is wrong and the audit committee is right. That is how you have to mention in the exam.